Hello, and welcome to Sip, Sparkle, Sunday. My guest today is the fabulous Miss Sheila Williamson.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. For our viewers who don't know you, which I find extremely hard to believe because Sheila knows everyone. She's like the most networked individual that I know, and you're just amazing at connecting people.
I love what I do, and hopefully it does translate into when I meet people, because there's so many people that I know that are so talented at so many things. Mm-hmm. And I have gifts, all right, because we all do, but I get to use mine every day, and I love it because my two gifts are affirmation and hospitality, and welcoming is one of them. So I get to use those every day when I meet people, when I'm out networking and everything else, and I love it. Now, what do I do exactly? I am the Director of Community Services for Haiman Hogue, which is a faith-based estate planning and elder law firm. And for those of you that don't know, what does elder law mean? It means probate, guardianship, Medicaid, VA planning, etc., etc. So that is all we focus on, and mainly what we focus on, Lisa, is education. We try to educate people everywhere because my job is to set up speaking engagements for them so that our four attorneys can speak anywhere to explain to people how you can protect your family, because one of our partners likes to say that we're in the family protection business. Mm-hmm. So you can protect your family and avoid all of these court issues and problems later down the road. So I get to do that because I set up speaking engagements everywhere, and that's what we do, and I love it.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
So describe some of the events that you have done, just so that people know.
Well, I have set up everything from a simple booth at a trade show to introduce us to people. Certainly Heritage Ranch, Robeson Ranch, anywhere like Harbor Chase, anywhere like that. We do a lot of things at Watermere and Frisco. We do a lot of things there. Different things like that, certainly, but also we have done the Camp Craig Allen. If any of you came out to the barbecue last year, mm-hmm. we were sponsoring the silent auction. We did the entire silent auction, had the big tent out there and all that stuff. So we've done anything from the simple trade show booth all the way to that. So anything, I just bring the fun to the office. That's what I like to.
Oh, and she's not fun at all. Yeah, she's a real stick in the mud.
No, but I just have fun at what I do because what we're doing is in the process of helping people. I will tell you that we did something very fun the other night, and that you would have loved this. It was a trivia night. Oh, cool. That we got to be at Robeson Ranch. They have it a big trivia night, and there was a ton of people, but we got to be the sponsor. And because of that, what we do, we didn't have to come up with the questions, thank goodness. No. And by the way, there were 5 of us, and hardly none of us got all the questions right. 3 or 4 questions maybe, but these were very difficult. But we got to hand out prizes. So I got to make up all the prizes and hand them out, and it was fun, and we had a great time.
That sounds amazing.
So yes, that's what I do.
Yay.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Who, I guess, is your ideal client, or is it an individual who wants to educate fellow friends, neighbors, whatever, or are you looking more for corporate? I mean, what kind of talk about
that's a very good question. Obviously, we can do both.
Okay.
We, as a matter of fact, one thing that we do that I didn't mention because this is specific to social workers and nurses, we do continuing education for them, and that's very important, and I'm going to tell you why. One of our partners, his message is to educate every person on the living documents that every adult needs. Once you become 18, you become an adult, mm-hmm. and there's all of these living documents that you need every day, and you may or may not have them. When you translate that into the people that actually care for people in a hospital, mm-hmm. or it could be a rehab, it could be anywhere. where a nurse or a social worker is working, they need to know what those documents mean, what they don't mean, and what is legal and what is not. And those are the people taking care of us. And I mean any of us, from a child all the way up to, an aging parent. And if they do not know what this means, that can be a problem for any of us. And because it can cause the person legal problems down the road, and no one wants that. No family wants that for certain. And so we do that. And also Fred and I both, one of the founding partners, Fred Haiman and I, we both teach at Collin College as well during the SAIL program, which is the Seniors Active in Learning. And it's just so fun. He teaches a class and I teach a different class. So we just have fun with that too. So, but education is, so we can do a group. I mean, if you had a group of friends, for example, one of the things that we do, which has nothing to do with necessarily with adults, special needs. If you have a child with special needs, unfortunately, there's some legal things that you're going to have to do to prepare for them that are specially for them that you have to do, because otherwise there's going to be a lot of problems down in the end. And so we do that as well. Well, we speak to, then that could be a play group. It could be there are groups, especially on the autism spectrum. There are so many, because that's so broad. The spectrum of autism is so broad that there are several different like community groups that are based around that for people that have children with special needs. Well, we certainly are a resource there, because we certainly don't charge to come out and speak to anyone. We just love to educate. So
that's amazing.
That's something that we can do. Or ladies groups. Susan Barnett, our probate and guardianship attorney, she also does some estate planning. So she speaks to women's groups on how women should, because traditionally, and you know this as well as I do, that in the generation before us, the woman did not know a lot about the finances, and the man did everything. And a lot of times then the woman would not know what to do. She would not know, well, we want to make sure that never happens again. So it's unfortunate, but that's a gender situation that we have found ourselves in, and we try to alleviate that as well. So, anyway,
awesome.
So it could be anything like that.
That's amazing. So Sheila is going to post her website below this video. So if you know of anyone, or if you yourself would like to coordinate, an education, this is amazing. It's amazing what y'all do for the community. So
we love to sponsor community events as well. So that's just fun for us. That's
absolutely
fun for us. So
absolutely.
That's, like I said, that's where I bring the fun.
Yes, and she is very fun. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
This has been great. Yeah, I've enjoyed it very much.
Cheers.
And until next Sunday, have a fabulous Sip and Sparkle Sunday.